Sup, guys? So as you can tell by the title of this video, man, the whole argument of this doesn't matter, it's just toys, it's just Transformers. There are more important things in life. Come on, man, get it together. Stop complaining so much. Man, I was talking about this on my live stream a few days ago with my guy James, and he totally agreed. You know, I'm in my 20s. James is like 29, going on 30 this year or something, I think. So we're men, you know, and we're collectors. We care about Transformers. We're fans of Transformers. We love Hasbro product when it's done right. And, you know, I get these comments sometimes on my videos. Chill out, bro. You're complaining too much. You're doing this and that. You're doing too much, bro. And I'm like, okay, sure. If you think that way, whatever. I really don't care. But at the same time, I gotta say, if you claim to not care so much, why are you watching a YouTube video on it? Why are you commenting like a book's worth, a Bible's worth of complaints about me complaining about something with Transformers? If you say you don't care, if you say it doesn't matter, it's just toys, it's just Transformers, there's more important things in life. Come on, chrisjaammm. So, I'm thinking about things, and I've said this before in previous videos all over the channel. It is morally tone deaf to say that. And here's why. So I've got a couple examples rattling around in my head. I may be forgetting some key points here, but first one, at Hasbro, who do you think is making this product? All this work that goes into dropping these figures. People have jobs at Hasbro. And if they make trash product, it doesn't sell. People get fired. People get reprimanded. It's just how it is. So you mean to sit here and tell me that this stuff doesn't matter either way? When people's jobs are on the line at Hasbro, if Cyberworld fails like it did with Earthspark, y'all already know Hasbro is probably going to do more layoffs in a couple of years. Just like what they did when Earthspark failed, Transformers 1 failed, basically. So there's real-world consequences to fans not supporting Transformers, to Hasbro or Paramount or whatever not delivering on media and product the way we want them to, which is why I make these kinds of videos, sharing my thoughts, complaining about certain things, giving feedback, because this is a part of the community. This is what we need to do and say. And it just baffles me that some people just don't get the message, like 40-year-olds that don't understand the point of all this. Why are you even collecting toys at 40 if you claim it doesn't matter and you don't care? You're trying to act like you know what's going on and you sound smart and everything when, you know, you're just being stupid about it all. Like, why shouldn't it matter? I mean, this is product. This is pop culture. You're a fan of this. Why shouldn't you care? Why shouldn't you share your opinions on certain things if you don't like something? Why does it have to be all you could do is sit there and eat it up, and if you don't like it, shut up? That's why we're kind of in the predicament that we're in right now. I just don't know what to make of this, guys. It's annoying to me. And I know some people are probably like trolling at times, or like just trying to get a rise out of me or something. And it is what it is. I mean, that's just the internet for you. But man, I'm just like trying to think here. You know, it's just such an odd situation, and the whole thing about kids not caring about what toys like drop for Transformers. You know, this is a part of pop culture. This is the future of what are the right words for this? Like, it's the future of the brand. You know, you want this to last another 40 years. You don't want it to turn into He-Man or to a lesser extent G.I. Joe or something. You know, so when we get bad sales or mediocre product, and I make a video talking about it and saying that Hasbro has to do better, they have to improve on certain things, and I give examples, boom, 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 why is it people take offense to that? A, you're not on Hasbro's payroll. B, you didn't invent Transformers. And C, if we don't say something, what's going to get done? You know? Because fan feedback is what gets these Transformers reissues. It's what gets these improvements to these figures and to what Hasbro does. If we didn't get certain feedback on the Prime Wars trilogy, we'd still be getting those figures, bro. We would not be getting the quality in the figures that we have now with the articulation, the sculpt, the paint. It would be the same as Prime Wars. But that trilogy received a backlash on the plastic quality, the quality overall, and then we started getting what we have now that started with Siege. So, you know, I can't just sit here and shut up and just be like, it's a cartoon that's not for me. It's a toy line that's not for me. Why should I care? When, you know, back during Beast Wars, R80 2001, Beast Machines, Unicron Trilogy outside of Armada, that's like a different story that I may cover in another video, animated in Prime, over 10 years of product that wasn't just mindless gimmick toys with no sculpt, articulation, or paint on them that we get nowadays. I'm not saying, okay, this is another thing that people get wrong when they're like trying to critique what I'm saying here. I'm not saying gimmicks never existed on those toys. I'm saying the gimmicks was not the whole freaking figure. Cybertron 2005 Leader Class Optimus, I got up in my shelf right now. That's considered a Commander Class figure nowadays. And that was a gimmick toy back in 2005. One of the highest selling toys of 2005, mind you. These toys used to sell when they were quality, when they were made with the generation's style. And you mean to sit here and tell me that with the flops of Earthspark, Cyberverse, and R80 2015, that leave it alone, stop complaining, these are kids' toys, it shouldn't matter? Come on, man. And the production of these cartoons get cheaper through each era because of the low sales. Because Hasbro doesn't see profit in new media like this anymore. Well, Hasbro, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe scale back on what you're making for these cartoons and focus, like just do a couple Deluxes, Voyagers, and Leaders a year and see how that does. Like that's going to be a better sale than doing all these crappy overpriced gimmick toys. Like that $60 Squirpinock, that's not going to sell. That's going to be on deep clearance for like 3-4 years. Mark my words. That shit is not going to do good at all. $60 for a brick. I mean, come on, man. For $60 back in the 2000s, that got you a freaking... that got you a Leader Class figure plus a Voyager. And those were considered gimmick toys back then. You know, they had spring-loaded features, or they had firing missiles or something. Those were gimmicks. Or cyber key features. Those were the gimmicks back then. It wasn't like a one-step changer for a gimmick. And yes, I've said this before in other videos. There were gimmick toys, but that wasn't the whole freaking line. It was a small percentage of figures, but what took up the main percentage of those cartoon lines was Deluxes, Voyagers, and Leaders. Basically, Generations figures, but for the new media. And Hasbro doesn't do that anymore. What do we get? Crappy Warrior Class and Deluxe Class figures that frankly should be like $10, and they really aren't that great to begin with. I mean, there's a few okay ones, but it's not to the level of a Deluxe Class animated figure that was $10 in 2009. So, I don't know, guys. I'm just going to keep talking about this as much as I can, spreading awareness about this, because I feel like some people just don't even realize what they're saying when they say that, stop complaining so much. It's just toys. It doesn't matter. You're not really adding anything smart to the conversation, even though you feel like you are. And it just sounds absolutely ridiculous coming from a Transformers fan. Don't you want this franchise to do well, to make sales, so you can continue to buy toys from it? And these gimmick toys aren't going to do any of that. They're not selling. And I'm really surprised at Hasbro not really looking at the pattern here, and little kids just don't really care about this stuff. So, and when I was a little kid, a lot of little kids, me included, didn't even care about the gimmick figures. We wanted the leader class figures, which, again, were considered gimmick figures too back then. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens in the future. I mean, hopefully I'm wrong about certain stuff with Cyberworld in terms of the toy sales, but I just don't know at this point. But yeah, guys, let me know down in the comments below how y'all feel about the toy line for Cyberworld so far. All my social medias are linked down below, including my email if y'all want to hit me up about business inquiries, if you want to message me about whatever, or if you want to subscribe to my Patreon, link down below. It's got tons of exclusive content that I won't see here on YouTube or any of my other social media accounts, such as exclusive toy photography, stop motions, behind the scenes of projects I'm working on, such as dioramas, videos, and more. If you guys want to help support me and help support the channel, I would greatly appreciate it. It is $5 a month. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching this video. Catch y'all in the next one. Bye!